Hello, everybody. Welcome to my podcast channel called what is it called again? I okay from no. See, my tongue is getting tight because I'm a little bit nervous starting a new project. But anyways, this a podcast channel. Probably this is like a testing one, two, three type of thing because I got an email from YouTube basically challenging me to post or upload a podcast video. So, video podcasting has been something that I've been wanting to do for some time now. I always thought that I was going to download or join a website. Is it a website? So whatever it's called, to have a podcast. So I run a true crime YouTube channel called the Iron Bars, and I thought perhaps if I started a podcast, I would start by uploading those videos that I've posted there before onto my podcast channel. So now that YouTube has this feature where you can now post a video podcast, I'm thrilled, and I thought this is a great opportunity. I no longer have to go through a third party to have a podcast. So this is very exciting for me, and I think it's going to be something that I'm going to enjoy doing because I like to speak my mind sometimes. So it's not only going to be episodes of true crime videos that I've posted on my other channel called the Iron Bars. If you are interested, please do go and subscribe there. However, I also like to talk about few things as well that are on my mind. Sometimes I get frustrated in not having a platform to speak my mind on some things. So now that YouTube has given us this opportunity to have a podcast channel, I don't even know what this is called yet, but I think it's a podcast channel. I thought, hey, let me open a new channel and use that as my what's on my mind type of thing because I'm no longer as active on social media as I used to be. I stopped Facebooking around 2015, April of 2015, and I stopped tweeting around January 2020, right before the pandemic. And ever since then, I've starved myself with a lot of things that are running across my mind, and I would not be sure how exactly to voice them out because I refused to go back on Twitter and say something, and I also definitely refuse to go on Facebook to say something. Not that I am saying there is anything bad about those platforms, it's just how exhausting it became for me. And I also think it played a pivotal role in my mental health as well. So, in order to protect my mental health, I decided that no, I'm going to definitely quit these platforms. So, systematically, I started quitting them. Please do forgive me. This is my laptop. Let me just, yeah. I think I kind of like this. I don't even know. Hey, I don't know. This is my YouTube studio, by the way. This is where I create videos. So don't mind the background because the background is what I'm using right now as my foreground. This is just where I sit. I sit like here, and then I create my YouTube videos. But there will be like these ring lights. As you can see, there are ring lights and box lights. There's a box light in front of me, and there's another one right there, and then a ring light right there. And then I just do my videos. I also own another YouTube channel called Clancy's Dumagude. There I teach. Is it teach? I don't know what to call that. Basically, I just do all things YouTube. I give tip, tricks, and hacks on growing a YouTube channel, starting a YouTube channel, why you should start a YouTube channel, and talk about the business aspect of being a YouTuber. So if you are interested in that type of content as well, Please do go subscribe there. It is actually the name, my first two names that are in this on this very podcast. Clancy's Dumagude. Leave out the podcast part. That's my other channel. So it's as easy as that. So there'll be a lot of stuff that we are going to be, or that I'm going to be talking about. I hope that you would also take an interest in the things that I would be discussing on here. Hopefully, I would have a proper setting going forward for this. If you like this setting, great. Me, I like this whole red thing going on these podcasts. I feel like this is going to be my color or my background color or whatever the case is going to be. I will decide what I'm going to do with this one. So I just want to say thank you, YouTube, for giving us this great opportunity to have our own podcasts. Because to think about having a podcast earlier, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't even. I still have to learn how to start a podcast. I still have to learn a lot of things about podcasting, and I kept procrastinating. What in the meanwhile, YouTube was thinking of making this a little bit easier for us, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that all I needed to do is open a podcast channel, and then I'll start a video podcast. Just upload the video, and boom. Hopefully, I will get subscribers. I will get some great reach out of you guys, and we get to engage with whatever is on my mind. I do enjoy global politics. I do enjoy talking about some serious stuff. If you think or maybe you're interested in sending out some topics that you would like me to talk about that are happening wherever you are in the world, whether it's global politics. I'm not going to talk about politics as though I'm talking politics, because I think this is also a sensitive topic for YouTube. I also don't want to get into trouble with YouTube, but I think we can talk about light stuff that us as individuals and people can talk about. I don't think we are restricted there. It's just that we are not going to talk about anything that is controversial, that is sensitive. We're just going to talk about things that influence probably the dollar, that influences my currency here in South Africa, and whatever else that is going on out there. Currently in South Africa, there is a convicted murderer, so that word, that escaped from prison, and in the most interesting of ways, very creative as far as I'm concerned. So you will get to hear about that. In fact, currently on the Iron Bars, that is what I am talking about, because I'm going to break it into a number of episodes as the story unfolds currently. In real time, there's a lot that is that is coming to light, but the convict is still on the run. Apparently, he's somewhere in Tanzania. Other people are pointing him in Zimbabwe. Others are pointing him somewhere in the Middle East. So right now, we don't know what's the truth. But this is something that I feel like I can talk about on my podcast channel, outside of the Iron Bars and that setting on its own. So we'll talk about that, and I hope that this podcast is going to be at least 3 times a week. I think I can do 3 times a week. I will also share what's going on in my own country regarding the news, and I'll also talk about other stuff. Whatever it is that comes to mind, we'll talk about it. But please do comment down below and let me know what you would like to see from this podcast channel. But so there are two niches that I'm going to be doing here. It's just me talking what's in my mind, and the second one is going to be me posting previously posted true crime videos from the Iron Bars. So hopefully you will get to enjoy that, and I build a great community here on my podcast channel called the Clancy's Dumagude Podcast. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you liked this podcast video, and also leave me a comment down below. And I also highly appreciate it if you share this far and wide so more and more people can join and subscribe to the channel or podcast channel. Thanks. Ciao.